Welcome back to Teshkid FX for another price prediction update, and in this video I'll be giving you a price prediction update on Quant, whose current price stands at the $115.8 mark, and here on TradingView the market is up by 1.05%. And in this video I want to give you the key scenarios that I expect to play out, basing my analysis on the EBOOK structures, the Fibonacci's, and also the key areas of resistances, and also draw out any key chart patterns that we have information on this chart. And I'll kickstart the video by giving a brief of what has been happening on this chart. Quant from the all-time high had been seeing lower prices in this massive ABC corrective movement, which took us back to around the $41.2 mark, and after seeing that low we have been seeing higher prices in a movement that has been obeying the EBOOK structures. And if I jump to the 4-hour chart so that you can see those EBOOK structures, you can see after making our low down there, we saw a very nice bounce to the upper side, seeing the formation of that wave 1, then retesting the formation of a wave 2, continued pushing higher in the formation of a wave 3, retesting the formation of a wave 4, then continued pushing higher in the formation of a wave 5, making our peak at around the $228 mark. And after seeing the formation of that EBOOK structure to the upper side, we can now name that as a higher EBOOK count 1. And after seeing the formation of a higher EBOOK count 1, whatever we expect next is the formation of a higher EBOOK count 2. And I believe that is what we have been seeing over here. And using the Fibonacci's, we can sketch out a minimum target area to the lower side in the formation of that higher EBOOK count 2, connecting the fibs from the low of that second wave to the high of that first wave, and that gives me a minimum retracement area between the fib level 0.5 and the fib level 0.618, and I can mark that target area here on the charts like that. And now that we have managed to break out of the target area that is between the fib level 0.5 and the fib level 0.618, I can now extend that target area back to around the fib level 0.78 fib level, and that is at around the $81.6 mark. And you can see at the moment we are seeing a reversal to the upper side, meaning there are chances that the low for that second wave might be in. And if I jump to the 4-hour chart so that we can have I can give you that analysis of that reversal to the upper side, you can see after making our low at around the $94.5 mark, we have been seeing a very nice recovery over here, and this movement to the upper side has been obeying the EBOOK structures. And if I have my EBOOK structure here on this chart, we can have these as the first wave to the upper side, then retesting the formation of a wave 2. We have continued pushing higher in the formation of a wave 3, then I'm expecting the formation of a wave 4 before we continue pushing higher in the formation of a wave 5 to complete a higher EBOOK count 1 to the upper side. And getting a little bit into the details of the formation of this EBOOK structure so that it can also give us the key scenarios that we expect to play out over here. Using the trend-based Fibonacci, we can sketch out a minimum target area to the upper side in the formation of that wave 3 to the upper side, connecting the fibs from the low of that first wave to the high of the first wave, then dragging the fibs to the low of the second wave, and that gives me a minimum target area. Using the fib ratios 1:1, we get a target area at around the $122 mark, which is a target area that we have fully maximized. We can also use the fib level 1.618 to also get another target area at around the $133.9 mark. So there are two possible scenarios that can play out over here, and these two possible scenarios converge to one scenario which is giving us a more bullish movement to the upper side. So whichever the case plays out, both of them are giving us a bullish movement here on the Quant chart. And giving you those two possible scenarios, the first one is maybe the high for this wave 3 was in at around the $126 mark, and that is basing it on the fib ratios 1:1, which was giving me a target area at around the $122 mark. And that would mean maybe the high is in, and whatever we are seeing over here might be the retracement in the formation of these wave 4 over here. And using the Fibonacci's, we can sketch out a minimum target area to the lower side in the formation of that wave 4, connecting the fibs from the low of the first wave to the high connecting the fibs from the low of this second wave over here to the high of the wave 3, and that gives me a minimum target area to the lower side in the formation of that wave 4 between the fib level 0.5 and the fib level 0.618, and I can mark that target area here on the chart like that, which perfectly lies between the 0.05 the $115.1 mark and the $112.5 mark. And this is a target area that we have maximized, and there is a possibility that we might have started the formation of this impulsive movement to the upper side in the formation of of these wave 5. That is the first possible scenario that can play out here on the Quant chart. The other possible scenario is maybe the high for this wave 3 is not yet in, and Quant might have an increase in volume and also give us a pump to the upper side to fully maximize that target area at the fib level 1.618 by going back to around the $133 mark. And in case that plays out, then I have to restructure my Elliot wave structure, having the new high as the high for that wave 3. Then I can start sketching out a minimum retracement area to the lower side in the formation of a wave 4 using the Fibonacci's once more, and expect another impulsive movement to the upper side in the formation of a wave 5 to complete a higher Elliot wave count 1. So those are the two possible scenarios that can play out, but the most likely one is the one of using the fib ratios 1:1, and whatever we are seeing over here is the formation of a wave 4, and we might have completed the formation of that fourth wave, and we might continue seeing an impulsive movement here on the Quant chart in the formation of this higher Elliot wave count 5 over here. And using this low, we can also sketch out a minimum target area to the upper side in the formation of this wave 5 using the trend based Fibonacci, connecting it from the low of that first wave to the high of the first wave, then dragging the fibs to the low of this wave, then dragging the fibs to the high of the wave 3, and that gives me a minimum target area at the fib level 0.618, and that is at around the $137.4 mark. So let's be patient and see how that plays out, and I'll keep you updated on that. Also taking a look at the indicators to see what movements will be supported here on the RSI. On the RSI, we are trading at around the $45 mark, on the 45 mark, meaning we have massive room for us to support any movements either to the upper side and also to the lower side. Also taking a look at the MACD, here on the MACD we have printed a bullish cross, and that would mean higher prices are coming our way. So in case the low is in the formation of a wave 4, that bullish cross on the MACD might support that movement to the upper side in the formation of that wave 5. So let's be patient and see how that plays out, and I'll keep you updated.